Alrighty. So this is Epic
Oh
Pin,
no.
and yeah, that's about it. Alright, let's get the show on the road.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this.
I shouldn't have started off on Hanzo.
You should either
I got no-
stick to the Mei or
Yeah, I got no
Rock.
value. I switched about 2 fights in.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
One out.
Running double shield with the Widow. It's very interesting. Widow's really
That's
bad right now.
annoying.
I like the rotation. Kinda. I think Hanzo could have been like taking like a different angle, but since it's Widow and the pressure she could put on your team, it's a lot more safer to play with your team. Which I think is the correct way here. And they just pulled you. Your Ryan should have like helped block that. Now you guys are split. Were you guys calling this? Because you guys, once someone's down on like the ground, you guys all have to like bunch up on the floor because then Frosty's just gonna
By
get
accident, I
killed.
got pulled or something, and then I came to peel, but it was kind of late.
Yeah, I was about to say, you guys all just need to... Honestly, your best chance against this Widow is to just play low ground, and then to push straight onto their tanks. Because they have no brawl. Nothing to stop your brawl whatsoever. Like, they're running a Widow in 2020. Let's Ryan die. I have to go back further.
Looks like he just walked past shield.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going in way too brawly while the team is... I don't know if this was like a big miscommunication because I don't think Brock like knows that he's pushing in. Like a big hard part about playing main tank and taking space is understanding when you have your team with you and understanding when you can take the space. Because right now you're trying to like pressure them and like go for your brawl, but then the rest of your team is trying to deal with this Widow, and I don't know if it was communicated. So then you die because you don't have a shield. And the rest of the team is gonna die here because they just lost their Ryan. You guys should just go ahead and die. Like, there's no point in staying alive here. Yep. Once your Reinhardt's down, or like your main support, which is usually your Lucio, once those two people are down, the fight's always lost. You guys shouldn't commit an error there. Honestly, just a full like try and like honestly going over here, going like right side a point, and just running straight into them by maintaining like making sure your shield is at full HP, and then just running into them, you guys should win. You guys should just commit to Mei as well. The Hans is just not gonna get any value.
I'm not getting any value, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, the double shield really just fucked me here.
Like, double shield's weak against Brawl. Like, they're only good for, like, poke and long-range distance. As long as you guys can close in that distance and get to where you actually get value out of your composition, that's where you guys need to be shooting for. Going here is... It can be, like, trickier. You guys should just speed through, which you guys do, which is nice.
That pull.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Bongo and that was Copy. Those are really important ults, so they just wasted the two of them together. So that's actually a win for you guys. I don't know why they're running Widow. Brock, why are you not holding shield? There's a Widow shooting at your team. You gotta hold shield to choke.
that whole game, my shield kept getting fucking obliterated.
Oh. Okay, that might just mean like me not hearing comps then. Yeah, don't ever like go out in the middle of. Well, let me look at the sidelines.
I was calling it, but
Yeah.
that was why my shield wasn't up.
Yeah, don't ever like try and push something when there's a widow directly looking at you with no shield, because if the widow actually could hit a shot, you guys would have lost both your supports. I like you guys waiting here, but they had flex for it. Do we beat? Nice. The beat could have gone on. It was a little too early,
Yeah, my bad.
but it's still a good beat. It was just it needs to be a little bit later on.
Are
Is
you
that our
dumb,
grab?
stupid, or dumb?
Are you done? Come on, dude. Fucking A. Step it up. Alright.
Oh.
Why are we running Doom here?
Yeah, I wanted to run Doom.
That's not the call. You guys honestly like go like Reaper May,
30 seconds
and then just
remaining.
honestly Diva's actually becoming a better pick now, since she's more like she has a lot of utility. She's actually can be better than Sigma in certain situations. So running like Diva with the brawl like Reaper May and just pushing straight into them is what's gonna win you guys a fight. The problem that you guys are facing is they break your shield before each fight. So you guys need to try and like minimize like the amount of time or the like whenever they see you. Like either going through up here or waiting here, waiting for shield, pushing in right here, or going up to here, getting full shields and everything and speeding straight into them. Because you guys aren't getting any value from the brawl because you guys just don't get into them enough. You're not quick enough. And it forces you guys to have to wait. Oh, okay. So I guess that was like not overtime. Yeah, we just need to on some of the fights we need to come on. I want to show it. Okay. On some of the fights we just need to reset quicker and then just trying to get as close as fast as possible. Like our rotations are like really lacking. And I think that's just coming like more of like were we like working on shot calling during the scrim?
I wasn't there for half of it, so maybe.
Wasn't specifically a focus.
Okay. So let's just for the next scrim, I want us to work on like rotations and shot calling because basically this you guys struggled because you didn't rotate quick enough, and by the time you got to where you were able to actually get in, you had like no shield and you're on cooldowns. So it just needs to be a lot quicker. We could have run like the Diva, which would like eat up a lot of them versus spam. That way, allowing Brock's like shield to stay up more. And since we weren't like able to get up close enough, but other than that, like it was just we just didn't ever get into the fight, and when we did, we stayed in it way too long. Like I think you guys only had one fight here, and then the rest of the map it was just them having a better old economy, because a lot of your heroes depend on getting into their faces. So maybe that was a if we were struggling with it, maybe we should like switched off. Or then, like any questions? I'm kind of like bouncing over a lot of things, so I apologize.
No, I think we're good.
I think just running Diva would have helped you guys a lot. And you don't have to like stick on a comp for the entire map as well. I feel like we kind of do this. And I think that's just because we don't have a shot caller that we don't have someone that shot calls that or like calls for comp switches. Like in an old team, I actually as DPS would call like for our switches because I knew it was like okay, this isn't working or we need to switch this and that. This is the new important one. Is it this one?
It might be loading.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't.
Wait, is it because you're in one, or?
Maybe that could be it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Welcome to Blizzard World. Ready for battle.
I like the comp, surprisingly. I think honestly Hanzo would be better here than Echo or like Ash.
In 30 seconds.
Just for these like long sidelines, just like scream sniper.
Mhm.
The Echo could be fine here as long as they don't run a long range sniper or someone like it's anyone's range. Echo's
I
a lot
ended up
like
getting
Pharah.
value because they switched off Widow.
Okay.
But if they because they got off, I stayed on.
Uh-huh.
Echo.
5,
Otherwise, I would have switched.
3, 2,
As long as there isn't like a McCree,
attackers
anyone with long range or to medium range poke,
objective
you can like beat some shit up as Echo. I don't mind this position. I think you should be playing over near Roos more, just for that cover. Because right here, you're just really out in the open.
Where specifically should we play?
I think you should be playing like near Roos, like using this as cover. Because right here, you're just playing out in the open. You only really have that sort of bit right there. And like a thing with Echo is you can like play off angles with her, but she actually gets a lot of value from playing with her team as well. So even just playing above here and just shooting over roofs gives you more of a cover. Because if they actually did run like a Widow or like Ash or McCree, you just standing out here in the open, you're just gonna get killed. Because this doesn't really cover you that much. But they really don't have anyone to punish you. But still, like keeping in practice of just in case the Hanzo can actually hit shots, so the Baptiste actually knows how to focus you. That's a nice skill. Yeah, shouldn't be there. He needs to be either on high ground or backing over here.
Where's this turret at?
The turret's back with the Ana, I think.
Yeah, it's with Ana.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It should be like up here. He's not gonna get a lot of value out of it unless they push this way. Well, like turret is just a lot like thinking about soldier. Where would you want your soldier to be set up? In the corner or up here where he has sight lines? Or honestly, like putting your turret like right here is fine. Because then it has full like sight lines to the entire point. Or like up here because then it can really pressure their Echo. Because turret surprisingly can pressure a lot of like squishies and like heroes. I don't know why they dragons. You guys are playing really split here. You guys should be like bunkered up.
adaptive circuits engaged.
Triple shield meta.
You guys are using so many ults.
I do know that 2 of those are called.
Which ones?
The nano and the copy.
Okay.
I don't think the Sig was.
I don't think we should have. I think nanoing Orisa could have actually like won the fight and maybe if we needed to go for pull, but copy there.
I only did it. I only did it because they engaged.
Okay.
That's usually when I copy the most is just when they're engaging on us. So we have that extra damage.
I think this was
Extra
just
ult, really.
poor positioning on our tanks. Like we were holding up here and like here, and like remember we're playing brawl. We're not. We're playing long range poke. We're playing double shield. We bunker up in a corner. We could honestly be holding high ground here and get a lot more value. I don't know if you guys can see the pink.
We can.
Okay, I'll use one of those. Anyway, you could be holding high ground a lot here or holding this corner because honestly, there's no point in pushing up close to them when you could just mow them from long range. Because honestly, since you guys pushed up to here, you had no cover for their window, which forced you guys to use ults or like either push past them. And that's your comp's not built for that. It's built to like hold areas. Whenever you play with Orisa, it's all about holding angles, not holding corners. And you want to make sure you keep the distance because you get the most value out of your comp from holding those long angles. Because when you're like up here, all of it's just shooting a shield war, and then once they windowed, you guys should have been fucked, but you didn't. So I think just bunkering more down in like a corner or like in an area would have benefited you guys more, because then you just have to break their shields, and they can't engage if they don't have shields. But then you took the fight and made it close for brawl when you don't have anyone that like helps you with brawl. You guys could be going for like pool rock, honestly. See, this is like a perfect. Oh shit. This is a perfect example. Brock's holding this at. Sorry to beat you up, Brock, but you're like a perfect example. Brock's holding this corner like a Reinhardt would hold the corner. You guys see this? You're holding it like you'd hold it like Ryan. When actually Frosty
Yeah.
is in a better position because you want to be breaking their shields from like the long range and
That
not like
makes sense.
because you get more value out of Rissa's. Rissa's basically like a mobile bastion. You get more value out of it by breaking their shields from holding angles.
Okay, that makes sense. I know my recent plays I need to work on a lot.
Yeah, no worries, man. That's
Huge purple.
the biggest thing to understand that helped me when I used to play like main sync is understanding you hold angles instead of corners.
I think I'd be a better Risa if she had a hammer.
Let's give Arisa a hammer, forehead.
Risa a hammer, please.
Please. I like your honest positioning. That's really good. Either there or like up here is really like one of the best positions to hold on this map. You have so much cover. And see, when you guys play right here, it allows your Ana to just sit in this room. You could be getting more value of turret though, but otherwise you guys are playing really well.
Is this where I get slept?
See, now you guys are struggling. You have to like immediately push back when you should have been up there. Like when you go to contest point, you want to hold it like right here with that comp or like hold it from high ground. But basically they just burned you with their shield. We could have honestly run like Baptiste here.
I mean, we really got 5 ults out of them though, because they used Hanzo the last fight. They used Bap Window. They used Trans. They used.
You
Sig,
did get
and
5
they used-
ults out of them. But
yeah.
they're just really. That was a huge fucking waste of them. But honestly, if you guys want to run double shield, you might as well just run like either Lucio, Bap, or more Lucio is better. Like Bap's just kind of. Bap and Zen are just. They're not as good as they used to be. Zenyatta is one of those. Just not as good as like a Moira or Lucio. Hmm?
The good old days, Zen in every fucking game.
I love Zen Man, but he's really bad right now. His only good like ability is Discord. So you guys are holding this how you'd hold it as Ryan. And see, all this team needs to do is just push into you or like break your shield. It's not bad, but
Hold for the Risa.
yeah, you guys are really holding this like Brawl would hold it. It's just not bad. At least you guys are taking the space and controlling it, but all they need to do is just push into you.
Which they do.
Yeah, which I'm guessing which is what happens. Yeah, here it comes. You're forced to nano because Brock's gonna die no matter what, and then they go for shatter. I'm guessing? Oh no. I thought I saw the animation. So then you guys panic back up. That wasn't a terrible, but that wasn't a terrible copy, but you guys are kind of already lost the fight.
Wait, us?
You guys are like fully gonna get. You guys are gonna get run over no matter what.
That was their copy.
That was their copy? Oh.
Yeah, that was their copy.
My bad. Shit. That's my bad. I was reading that wrong. Yeah, they didn't copy there. Yeah, you should have not bongoed. You're just gonna get run over. And you guys are all split because you're panicking running back. That's a perfect example of why you don't hold a double shield like you'd hold with Brawl. You guys should switch to Brawl. Yeah, you do. That's good. Brock. You just screwed yourself.
We're engaged, and then we just didn't, and then I was like, oh shit. I'm alone and no one is here to save me.
Gotta
That's
be.
communication.
Yeah.
That's
You
not
guys
you.
gotta
That's just
communicate. I know, I was just look at poor Brock. All left alone. His entire team fucking left him.
I mean, even
Yeah,
here as
dude.
well, right?
I was there. I was trying to heal him. Then I saw the entire team coming at him, and I ran away.
Your team pulled up, you're like, oh shit, out again, out.
Brock's just fucking vibing in a corner, and the rest of his team's like, oh shit, here they go. Yeah, that's a huge miscommunication. Like, if the rest of the team is backing up, disengaging, please, like, communicate with each other. Like, that's the biggest tool you have as a team is communication. And if you don't utilize it, you're just gonna lose. I was, the team that I was playing, the team I'm currently on right now, I was talking to the GM, off tank, and he was talking about how even him, like, as low GM, his team would go against, like, Triumph, and they would, like, still play them really, like, do really well against them, and the reason being is because they had really good communication. Their mechanics probably weren't there, but their communication and, like, synergy was there, and that's what made the fights really close. So we gotta let each other know.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Reinhardt.
Was this communication issue? Yeah, once it's... Yeah.
Why are both teams red?
Happens.
That's kind of disorienting.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
happens.
It's the funs of replay. You guys should honestly switch to May Mercury here. They're not getting any value of the Torb anymore. You do have ult, but it's not worth it. Kill soldier. Nice, you guys are pushing in. Brock's alone. He gets antied.
Reinhardt.
We gotta play tighter, guys. That was a good sleep.
Finishing them off.
About that one.
It looked like
What am I fucking watching? Yeah.
60 seconds remaining.
What'd you want to say, Guardian?
oh, nothing.
I think playing May Mercury will really benefit you guys because your tanks want to play aggro, but you don't have the DPS to play aggro, and so if your tanks just go in together, like playing like a brawl, it's not gonna work out because the DPS aren't built for like playing aggro. They're built for poke. Big slam, but you died for it, which wasn't worth it.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Reinhardt.
That's a big copy, but unfortunate. Yeah, as the biggest priority, like as main support and main tank, is you're surviving. God, it's so loud. It's survivability. Making sure you're alive and throughout the fight, never going for those like plays you know you're gonna die from. It's just you're losing a lot because then Cartier has to play Reinhardt, but then we have no other touch point. Goddamn, I'm like having an off day. Is there like any questions? I'm sorry, I'm really brain is scattered. I apologize.
That's how it is. You're good.
Is there any like questions or you want me to explain anything or here's what you guys could have done? Because I think honestly you guys should have like your composition didn't form well together, and then when you guys were gonna go for the brawl play, you had no one going in for the brawl play, and I'm guessing that was just miscommunication issues.
Nothing from me.
Do you want to go over another map, or I have like this little exercise that we can run through if we want.
Yeah, that's probably actually
Another map or exercise?
another map. I don't know. We could probably do. Wait, what was? Did I run Nepal with you guys? Was I there for that, or was my first map?
Yeah,
World?
that was your first map, Paul.
I
Okay,
don't know what this one is for.
It's Busan.
that one's Busan.
Okay. You guys want to go over Busan?
Sure.
Or which one?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Either one's
Didn't we win
fine.
that one?
Busan was the one we won. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not in for that one.
Yeah, I think Resum was there. Either way, yeah, either one's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just do it, I guess.
Let's do Busan.
I'm gonna leave stream for a second. Rejoin. I'm getting lag.
Yeah, I can probably fix some of the settings as well.
Oh no, it just
Ready
instantly
for
fixed with me.
Should be on pretty good settings. Up to 180 or 1080p. Goddamn. All right. So I actually have a composition for us to run on here. There's a lot of like Ash Echo, I think, being played in ODVL on this map. That'd be very interesting to actually run specifically on this map. Because you have the Ash that's just, these sidelines are just, they're built for long range, and with Ash you have an escape, and you also have the ability to like long range poke.
4, 3,
And you can also shut down Echo surprisingly well with Dynamite
round 1.
as like another tool. If you're gonna run Doom here, you might as well just run like Mei as the other DPS, just so you have someone to play with your tanks. Because surprisingly, Doom Mei is really strong in this map as well. Because Doom can be like your opener pick. It can really go for a punish, while Mei is just good for the walls. Resum dropped for some reason.
I did not hear that call, by the way.
You guys should have not dropped
Resum.
anyway.
Yeah.
Then you guys are up here without a main tank, and surprisingly you win just because you get the picks. And you punish overextending Reaper.
Happens.
Why is...
The objective is now active.
What? What is going on? That's a good kill, but you guys... Yeah. You gotta focus on point. And like play more together. You guys are an absolute unit. If there's a Reinhardt on point, just go ahead and turn it back a little bit and kill him. The enemy team's not gonna get there in time. And this is where Mei would have been the best, because you just wall off a target and then Doom just goes for the kill. It's like an insta kill. You guys are gonna struggle because they have Mei. Unless get a really big shatter, but then again, Ryan died for it. It's just this whole like miscommunication. Like you went for the shatter, but everyone else backed up and wasn't ready for it, and then Zarya was the only one there. Resum shouldn't have died. You shouldn't die for a shatter.
I would have used that Doom ult to get out.
Yeah. Honestly, it's Doom ult's the only. Unless you see a
Like-
really good way to get a kill with it, you should just use it as.
Well,
an
we
escape
also
tool.
we had Space Jam.
That's two.
Or, sorry. Yeah.
Who died at the start of that fight? So we lost Doom up there. Who's coming back from... Is anyone coming back from spawn? Oh, it's Frosty.
We just needed to regroup here.
Yeah, you should... Resum should not have gone in. You guys should have just backed up. Once you lost Resum and then Frosty, you guys should have immediately just disengaged. Either stall on the point or just leave, because honestly, you're just gonna get killed no matter what. I'd actually benefit you guys more to just back up, reset, and just disengage. So that you can go in with a full team and just recap the point together. Because going for a stall here in this situation is just... It's just a very hard point to maintain with a stall. I like the high noon though.
Yeah, we were trying to speed past and then they blizzarded.
It was a good try, but you guys, I don't think the high noon should have been used to engage. I think it's once you guys get in there, you should have used it. Because all the May had to
True.
do was just wall you off. Because you walk slower than the rest of the team. So if you guys actually did a 3-2-1 to speed in, you would have gotten catched out.
True.
But it wasn't bad. Like I like you going for the play. Because once you get in there, you can get like pick value off of it. McCree's high noon is really good for zoning. But when they have a May, it's just they can do so many things. She could just wall you off. Who is over here?
It's the Kree.
Yeah, shouldn't be focused on the McCree. Honestly, if someone's alone over there and the rest of the team's here, it's now a 5v6. You guys should just collapse on it instead of like having split attention. Because McCree's not doing anything but putting shots at you. And all Ryan has to do is shield it and just you guys either push in or just wait. You guys just waited. McCree's not a threat like with long range. She just doesn't do a lot of damage. But you just allowed him. Like you could have just pushed in his entire team, killed the entire team, and then like pushed back to kill him. But you guys just hesitated, just waited, because once they put like two different like viewpoints on you, like two different angles on you, you guys got like scared. Yep, this is my May's so good at this point. If you guys should immediately die, just go ahead and kill yourselves.
Okay, I want everyone to focus on the Lucio right now. Just keep playing it, but be aware of what the Lucio's doing. And watch his health.
What is he doing?
Yep.
I like the going the alternate angle. That's what you guys should have done. That's good. If you're struggling one way, always go a different way. Nice high noon. You could have just stayed on high ground. Yeah, I think what's really killing you guys is your composition. It's like, it's very strange. Because you have McCree's, like, you're struggling. I think May would have just helped make the composition run so much smoother. Because you're stuck between this, do we brawl them or do we just poke at them because of the McCree? So McCree for poke, but we also have Doomfist for the brawl and pick potential. But Doomfist is not going to get any picks unless he has his team with him. So forcing you guys to play tighter together. But then McCree is just... I just think May would have helped you guys out a lot better. If that was like explained correctly. I'm fumbling over words today.
No, it makes sense.
5, 4, 3.
I just didn't have Maybrain into this, and that's why I kind of sucked so much on Blizzard World defense or
Okay.
attack or whatever.
It's just some days May is not very fun to play, and it's understandable. But you gotta bite the bullet and just push through those days because that's what's really gonna benefit us more. Just being able to push through days where even we're having an off day. I like the target part, or the target focus on turret. That should always be number one. You guys just need to push in. I like the engage, but maybe not onto the Torb. It was a good engage. At least you guys engaged together and didn't wait around with brawl. That was good. You guys played fast. I think you guys should just run into their tanks because Torb was... He could honestly escape. Man, you guys are really running Doom McCree. Is there like a reason why?
Meow was not having a good time on hitscan. And he wanted to run Doom, so we compromised.
Yeah, I was on my girlfriend PC. Can't.
Okay. I think running a Mei would help you guys a lot more. Or at least maybe Alonso. Just for the shield break. Because either you guys have to push into them or like just avoid line of sight. Because they're just, see, this is exactly what happens. They're just going to break your shield. So it's either you guys make the plan of waiting until they come to you or you engage on them. Because you guys just sat on point where they're just going to attack. They're just going to play range or break your shields and then engage on you. They're going for full pick potential. Unless long range poke. And Resum's not going to get any value unless you guys engage straightly on, like, straight towards them. But you guys could go, like, left and just hold up there, which forces them to either go onto point or it forces them to try and, like, push through top left with you as well. But honestly, using top left and going through, like, one of these holes to engage on them would, like, actually benefit you guys a lot. Just not being afraid of them. You guys are built for brawl. Or Ryan is, at least. Ryan Zarya. You guys shouldn't even peek this unless you're all ready to go. Because now you're down a bubble. Resum engaged. You had to back up because you didn't have bubble. Now Resum's not going to die surprisingly just because of beat. You're forced to use beat there because everyone's low, but now you don't have beat for flux.
No, they visored.
Are they visored? Okay, I missed it then.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking... Yeah, okay. The beat was good for visor. Honestly, running Sigma or Diva here would be better. Just because he's like long range, because it's like a Zarya, you're not really playing a brawl here, so you're not really gonna get a lot of value out of the Zarya. The good thing with Reinhardt here is that you have the ability to position your shield really quickly wherever you want. It's very, very mobile. But with Zarya here, you're not gonna get a lot of value unless you get up close with them. Yes, you can get like high charge from like bubbles, but you can only spam so much as Zarya. You only get full potential when you're actually brawling. So over here, maybe a Diva or Sigma would have benefited you guys a lot more because then instead when they visor, you could have gone for a Sigma shield to just focus him, or Diva could have gone and just DM'd him. Because then you guys are forced to play close because you have the Ryan Zarya. But always playing close against this comp can be kind of tricky to navigate around because of this map. And they just C9. Just sight lines.
0 to 2.
I don't know if that was explained correctly, but hopefully that was. I think just switching off the Zarya would help you guys a lot. Unless you guys are going to be going for the brawl. You could just be going for a poke with Ryan.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Did the scrim go well? Or was it just Scott from like the beginning? Or was it just, you know, evenly matched?
It wasn't
Yeah.
great.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, we
I
were losing
know
a lot. I think this
we
was like
got
the
we
first
got
one we had.
rolled when I was in.
Yeah. We won this one though. I think we won one other one, but that's about it.
Yeah. I think definitely compositions. I mean, that's kind of partially my bad because I need to update the forms, but, you know, we gotta be very aware of our composition choices and how each hero is gonna play into our how each hero is gonna play into our team our teammates, like how this is gonna affect doing their job, how this is gonna help us doing our job, how am I gonna be able to get my value out of my hero, how do my abilities clash with the enemy's abilities, and then like how do my abilities work well with my teams. It's like on King's Row when I was my last scrim, I think, which was yesterday. We were defending on King's Row, and we're running Arissa Sigma with I think we're running Babson. I don't know why, but we're holding that high ground. where we're running double sniper, but instead of me on Hanzo, it was called late. I was stuck on Mei, and so we weren't able to hold that perfect like cross angle of like having Widow over here, Hanzo up here, and having everyone like playing split as in teams, which really fucked us over. Because with me as Mei, if we had to go point because we couldn't hold those correctly off angles, we had no one to hold up here because of just one hero because of the call being way too late and one hero fucking up that composition. So it's how like each hero affects each other's and how your team is gonna play efficiently like well together. It's like it comes like a lot with like experience and then just running different things and then understanding, am I actually getting the best value out of here with this composition, or is it just my poor decision making or just like not making the correct decision or not going the correct way? The problem with this comp is unless they come to you, you can't really touch them. So your best bet is just to hold point here and just focus whoever dives on you.
The objective is now
Resum's gonna get fucked here. Yeah.
target destroyed.
You guys need to just be holding point. Make them come to you, because there's no reason for them to for you to fight out here. Because now you're just playing split. Your Ryan's dead. You guys just should have just stayed on point. You guys got way too kill hungry there. And then you guys just split. I think that was just a big... It looked like a big miscommunication. See, once you plays together, you do fine. Yeah. I like the Tracer pick, honestly. You're much more mobile, and basically you can, whenever they come in, you engage on them after they've engaged on you as Tracer. It's a lot about just flanking and holding an off angle, because now, okay, it forced them to switch to Brigitte here, which will screw you up as Tracer, but still you can go for that off angle kind of pressure.
The Tracer tried to pulse bomb me there, but I booped her away as soon as she did it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I saw that. See, okay. You guys just need to be holding in here. See, this is what I meant by this. You're not going to touch them with your comp. Like, you're just going to struggle. They can either just hold high ground and sit and just look at you guys. You're either forced to engage in whenever they dive in on them, or you're just forced to hold into this little cubby. And if they're running dive, if you're trying to run brawl into dive, you're just, unless it's one of those maps where it's it's not very open, and like King's Row, for example. King's Row is if you run dive into brawl in King's Row, the dive's gonna struggle because of the map, because of how the map layout works. But if you run brawl into dive on here, you're just gonna struggle because it's just the layout of the map. It's built for dive. It's built for those long range pokes. It's not really a big brawl map. It's more of either double shield, bunkering on point, or you're gonna play dive. It's just these angles, it's perfect. And basically if you try running brawl into here, it's really gonna test your ability to push in together as a unit and not getting split. Because that's the only way you guys are gonna get stuff done, is if you don't stay tight together and don't get split. But you guys do well, but Resum died again. I know he's alive. Nice. You guys should just stagger the Ana more. Otherwise, it's good. See, once you guys play together and play tighter as a team, that's how it's gonna be very effectively. This team didn't play high ground. They didn't play their dive correctly, which gave you guys the opportunities to act on their mistakes and actually get shit done with brawl, because they didn't. Because you guys played tighter.
Let's go team 2.
Hmm?
Let's go team 2.
The other team too. You cut out.
No, let's go team 2.
Let's go team 2. But it's that they should not let you win, because they didn't dive. They just, oh god. You guys actually won the fight because you played well. You played smart. You played together. That's how you actually play brawl. You had the ability to punish with the Mercury and the Doom, because they're basically 2 stuns and an insta kill, which worked out in your favor. But their dive, and you guys actually held point, which is how you guys were gonna win if you didn't hold point. But it's their dive should have done a lot more damage. But overall, like that wasn't like you guys eventually got together, but I think we just have some issues like not communicating and then not being aware of like where we're positioned, and I think just composition issues. Is there like anything else? Would you like me to go over the map or explain something
I'd like
better?
some practice. Honestly.
Huh?
I'd rather do practice.
All right. You guys want to do the shot calling practice, or just wait until the rest of the team's here?
Is there anything else we can do with just us 4?
You guys can run quick play, and because like we can do the practice, but it'd be better if everyone was here.
Yeah, we're really just down.
You can like
Yeah.
play comp or quick play together and just like try and work on like communicating together and like comboing stuff together.
Mhm.
But other than that, and then you guys can like get some clips and send me some like replay codes because I'm still working on a couple of them, but I am working on them. You know, anything else you want me to go over or like explain?
I think I'm good.
I need to talk
Like-
to Meow. After this.
About what?
Meow. I say talk to you, man.
Oh, like just.
Yeah, I just want to chat with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking. I'm not gonna yell at you.
No, I didn't think.
Ooh, someone got sent to the principal's
Let's go to the
office.
principal.